United
Blue
for
Bulls.
life.
Manchester
Chelsea,
City.
upgrade,
Blues.
North London,
West
Billionaires Club.
World.
Generally, I think we need a different striker. Generally, I feel if Lukaku was the one currently in this squad, in this 11, we would have a striker scoring over 18 goals. So we need a striker that's like either we get our Lukaku back or we get a better striker, somebody that scores goals.
Hello, everybody. This is Everything Football, and I remain your host, Otsis. I've got with me a friend of the channel. His name is Hamza. He's a die-hard Chelsea fan. Welcome, Hamza, to the channel.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so this is our Luton Town versus Chelsea post-match reaction. So it was a cracker of a fixture. It was 3-0 and then it was 3-2. So, Hamza,
Yeah, the game was actually good. The players actually put their mind into the game. At least last time I was here, I was telling you guys, Sterling was actually killing our game. And we could see the difference in the last two games where Sterling were not involved and the attack was actually very fluid. Like they were free to play what they want. Even Jackson was actually putting into the game. Even if he's not yet putting the balls at the back of the net where we want him to, he was still giving some passes. Like yes, yeah, I feel Sterling was holding the team. Then towards the end of the game, I don't know what came over the boys. The defense and everything was just bad.
yeah,
They lost their head in the game. I think overconfidence is what I would say happened to them towards the end of the game.
it was 3-0, a double from Cole Palmer and then a Madueke goal. And then all of a sudden, from the 80th minute and in the 87th minute, we got goals from Ross Barkley and I think Adebayo. So what
Adebayo.
happened during that? Yeah, what happened during that period? What happened to your defense?
Like I said before, I think they let the 3-0 got into their head thinking the other team is going to relax, sit back. But at then Luton discovered they had nothing left to lose. They just changed the ball to what Chelsea cannot defend, which is the same thing, the same set piece that has been our problem. Set piece has been Chelsea's problem. It has been difficult for them to defend those crosses in, and that's what they have to work on.
Yeah,
Every team that plays cross and head in Premier League this season definitely played against Chelsea well and they beat Chelsea, no matter how good Chelsea play the game. So they still need to work on how to defend such crosses coming in. I think the wing back, especially Gusto Malu, yeah, that he's still he's improving, he's learning. It would have been better if it was this James today would have been able to defend some of those crosses coming in for sure.
okay. What would you take of your striker's performance? What did you take of Broja's performance today?
Broja was actually trying to get into the game, but he was not in position most of the time. That's just the problem. It was like I was saying again, like I was still saying, like I think they underestimated the Luton team as a whole. Like they thought they could just play it like one of those maybe League One teams or so. You know, the
Yeah,
first leg we played them, we beat them 3-0. So I think that was actually what affected the players most of all.
yeah.
And Palmer is a player, is a talent. That's one thing I can say. Definitely, he can play for any Premier League team.
All right. So I guess your man of the match award is going to Cole Palmer then.
Definitely. He was involved in the game all through passes, goal scoring, playmaking. He was just there all through the game.
All right. But then moving forward, how would you want your striker situation to be like? Do you think Broja deserves more game time?
Definitely, as a centre forward, Roger deserved more game time than Jackson. Jackson is more of a 10 behind the striker, not the main man. Jackson cannot do that. I prefer Boya being there than Jackson. The passes Jackson gave today, you will realize that that guy is more of a 10, more of behind the striker than the main man there.
But ultimately, were you comfortable with the starting 11 Pochettino went into the game with?
I was okay with it.
Okay.
I was definitely okay with it. Seeing the lineup, and the first thing I first checked was to see if Sterling was there, and I was so happy Sterling was not there.
It's all right.
Madueke, I'd actually prefer Madueke to Sterling every time because he might not be in the game, but the times he touched the ball, he made something effective. He does something effective with the ball. Sterling usually does these useless dribbles, like he does not go into the box. The time he goes into the box, he wants to run into defender. It's supposed to be the experience we're having there, but
Yeah, but he
I
plays like
prefer
a least
Madueke to
experience.
yes. So I was okay with the lineup. Generally, I think we need a different striker. Generally, I feel if Lukaku was the one currently in this squad, in this 11, we would have a striker scoring over 18 goals. So we need a striker that's like either we get our Lukaku back or we get a better striker, somebody that scores goals. I heard we are going for Osimhen. That would be a good. Well, because they create chances this season. If you observe, Chelsea has the biggest big chances missed. We have the highest numbers in that in big chances missed in the whole of Premier League. So I feel if we have a striker who finishes like with his eyes closed, that kind of striker, I believe we'll be at the top there competing with the other teams. So that's just the problem we're having this season.
All right. Thank you, Hamza, for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you in the channel. So this is it from Everything Football. Do well to like our video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on our other social media handles so we can drop more of this content to you. Drop a comment, drop a like. We'll see you next time.